Hey folks, welcome back. Today, we're looking at 22 titles from 2025 that deliver story, gameplay, graphics, and audio so nicely you'll grin while checking out. Ready? Grab snacks. This list is money well spent material. And smash that like button and subscribe if you love games that actually feel worth the price. Hades 2. Hades 2 punches above its weight by blending addictive roguelike combat with a layered narrative that unfolds run after run. You feel progression in every failed attempt because weapon upgrades, new abilities, and NPCs evolve with you. That makes repeated runs exciting, not repetitive. The art is lush and expressive, the soundtrack nails mood shifts, and voice acting sells character quirks with charm. There's a satisfying build variety, so your playstyle choices actually matter, and extra modes and cosmetics give long-term value. When you buy this game at full price, you're paying for polished design, a clear care for player experience, and hours of content that keep rewarding curiosity, which is exactly the kind of purchase that doesn't sting. Split Fiction. Split Fiction is a co-op roller coaster that turns cooperative play into an adventure you'll talk about over snacks. Each chapter flips genre and mechanics, so you get stealth, platforming, puzzle solving, and goofy set pieces. The variety keeps things fresh and justifies full price. The characters have real chemistry, the writing lands both jokes and emotional beats, and the audio-visual design supports each world's tone. The Friend Pass crossplay feature is a huge value add. You can drag a mate into the fun even if they didn't buy it. Because the game is built around shared surprises and crafted moments rather than repetitive grind, paying full price feels like buying a cleverly designed party in a box. Ark Raiders. Ark Raiders gives you extraction shooter thrills with an emphasis on teamwork and consequence. Missions are tense, the world looks great thanks to modern engines, and sound design makes every alarm and drone whine count. The premium launch model means fewer predatory microtransactions early on, so your full price buy actually unlocks content and meaningful progression without nickel and diming squad play rewards, communication and tactics. And the mix of PvE and PvP keeps each raid feeling unpredictable. If you like games where a perfect plan can still go hilariously wrong, this one makes those moments feel valuable rather than frustrating, which is exactly why many players say full price was worth it. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance is a silky stealth action title that doubles down on satisfying combos and tense infiltration. The game's choreography is built so that every perfect takedown feels cinematic. The environments are detailed and atmospheric, and the soundtrack adds weight to every shadowy step. Side missions and collectibles aren't filler. They expand lore and let you approach situations in multiple ways. Developers clearly polished AI behavior and difficulty scaling, so challenge feels fair instead of cheap. Buying this at full price gets you a crafted single-player journey complete with extras and replay possibilities. In short, it's the kind of ninja game that makes you feel like you earned your quiet victory and the purchase. Abselum. Abselum surprises with a world that invites slow exploration and rewards curiosity. Visuals are high detail and the soundscape pulls you into environments from bustling towns to eerie ruins. Combat and movement feel modern and responsive, while side stories add shades to the main plot and give each region unique flavour. There are secrets and layered quests that encourage multiple playthroughs without feeling artificially long. When you pay full price, you get a complete adventure with meaningful content rather than a trimmed demo. The developers included quality of life options and a decent difficulty curve, so players of varying skill can enjoy it. That polish and content balance is why it's worth buying at full cost. Kronos, The New Dawn. Kronos, The New Dawn sells a hopeful but dangerous world with cinematic moments and systems that actually matter. The story frames player decisions in a way that impacts factions and economy, making your choices feel consequential. Gameplay balances exploration, base upgrades, and small-scale tactical combat. None of those systems feels tacked on graphics and audio design, build a believable atmosphere, and side content expands lore without bogging down the main arc. Extra modes and replay hooks mean you won't be done after one run. Paying full price guarantees you a packaged experience where mechanics support the narrative and the world keeps rewarding investment, which makes you feel good about spending the cash. Digimon Time Stranger. Digimon Time Stranger blends monster collection with a heartfelt narrative and polished presentation. The creature designs pop on modern hardware, animation makes battles readable and fun, and progression systems let you customize team builds deeply. Story content is strong enough to keep you engaged between monster hunts, and side quests reveal character moments that actually matter. There's plenty of unlockable content and post-story challenges, so the playtime stretches far beyond the campaign. Paying full price nets you a complete content-heavy package that respects the series' legacy and gives both newcomers and veterans something to enjoy. If nostalgia plus modern Polish sounds like a good deal, this one delivers. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Fatal Fury returns with crisp fighting mechanics and a content-rich package that respects the scene. The roster has depth and distinct playstyles, so learning characters rewards time and skill rather than button mashing. The story mode is cinematic and full of character beats, and training tools help new players improve without frustration. Netcode and online modes are stable, which is crucial for a fighting game's longevity. When online play works, full price feels justified. Visuals and sound send the punch of each attack, and unlockables add replay value. All those elements combined create a polished fighting experience that feels complete at launch, not an unfinished outline needing updates. The first Berserker, Kazan. Kazan delivers a bold action RPG with heavy emphasis on choice and consequence. Combat is visceral, bosses demand pattern mastery, and environmental storytelling gives exploration real rewards. The world design encourages side quests that actually enrich the main plot rather than distract. Skill trees and gear variety permit different approaches, so your playthroughs feel personal. The art style and soundtrack create memorable moods for each region, and the writing includes memorable NPC moments. A full-price purchase provides a complete package, content polish, and a campaign that respects players' time. That level of completeness makes Kazan a satisfying investment rather than a spend you regret. Ninja Gaiden 4. Ninja Gaiden 4 brings back lightning-fast combat with modern refinements that keep the franchise's soul intact. The combo system is deep but intuitive once you get the rhythm. Enemies and bosses push you to learn timings and counters. Levels are crafted to showcase dynamic encounters and cinematic set pieces rather than chores. Visuals are crisp and animations read fantastically, making combat telegraphed and exciting. Side challenges, collectibles, and bonus modes add replay value without padding. For fans of skillful, demanding action, paying full price feels fair because the experience is dense and finely tuned. This one gives that adrenaline rush you expect from a true Ninja Gaiden entry. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Silksong expands the beloved Metroidvania formula with a kingdom full of secrets, clever enemies, and beautiful hand-drawn art movement and combat are precise and richly animated, while the world layout encourages exploration and discovery. Music and ambient soundscapes enhance emotional moments and boss fights alike. Checkpoints and progression are designed to respect player time yet keep stakes meaningful. and NPC quests interlock in ways that make the world feel lived in. The amount of handcrafted content and polish makes paying full price feel like investing in a lovingly made album of levels and moments. You'll play it slowly and remember many scenes for a long time. Doom: The Dark Ages. Doom: The Dark Ages gives the signature high-speed shooter thrills with a twist of medieval horror flavour. Gunplay remains visceral. Each weapon feels powerful and expressive, while level design encourages aggressive movement and smart use of arenas. The audio design punches hard, making every roar and impact land. Campaign missions are varied and include set pieces that surprise, while multiplayer keeps the action competitive and chaotic in a good way. Extras like challenge modes and cosmetic unlocks expand longevity without harming balance. If you want a shooter that rewards momentum, skill and chaos, buying this at full price gets you a complete, polished package that's built for fun and replay. Blueprints. Blueprints mixes a strong character-driven narrative with stylish visuals and thoughtful mechanics. The protagonist's journey is well-paced, and side quests reveal layers that deepen emotional investment. Combat and traversal systems are tuned so they feel satisfying rather than fiddly. And the soundtrack does a lot of heavy lifting for atmosphere. Collectibles and optional missions add meaningful lore and player choice, encouraging exploration. The art direction gives the game a unique look that sticks in your head long after you stop playing. Paying full price grants the full narrative experience plus extras, so it's not a throwaway purchase. It's a title you'll happily recommend to friends. Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds expands the series with larger ecosystems and smarter beast behavior, making hunts feel purposeful and dramatic. Weapon diversity and armor crafting let you shape your playstyle, while cooperative multiplayer is a highlight. Bringing buddies into coordinated hunts is wildly satisfying. The environments are gorgeous and reactive, with ambience that signals danger and opportunity. Post-game difficulty spikes and event hunts extend playtime significantly. When you buy this at full price, you'll get hundreds of hours of hunt loops, gear progression, and community content. The kind of deep, repeatable gameplay that justifies paying the premium for longevity and quality.
We are the shadows that serve the light.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassin's Creed Shadows offers a dense historical sandbox with stealth systems polished to the point where planning an assassination is as enjoyable as pulling it off. Parkour and traversal feel natural and free, letting you savor cityscapes and hidden alleys. The story presents morally shaded characters and missions that reward clever approaches over brute force. Side activities provide context and flavour rather than padding, and visual fidelity plus sound design bring the era alive. Extra modes and quality of life improvements make the experience smooth. Buying this at full price gets you an expansive playground full of thoughtful missions and polished mechanics. A game that respects player time and curiosity.
Time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
The Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion Remastered. Oblivion Remastered takes the classic open world and gives it modern sheen, updated textures, smoother performance, modernized UI, and official mod support. The world keeps its famous sense of scale and discovery, and the remaster polish makes revisiting quests and guilds much more enjoyable. Improvements to combat feel subtle but helpful, and the soundtrack retains its sweeping charm while audio quality gets a boost. If you buy the remaster at full price, you're getting both nostalgia and a playable package that stands up on modern setups. For new players, it's a massive RPG filled with content. For returning fans, it's a cleaner, more comfortable way to experience a classic.
Time we had a chat.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 delivers a blockbuster package with a cinematic campaign, finely tuned multiplayer and co-op modes that emphasize teamwork. The shooting feels tight, movement is fluid, and maps are thoughtfully designed for varied tactics. Production values are top tier. Voice acting, music cues, and visual polish create a dense, engaging atmosphere. Seasonal content and modes add longevity, and the balance between accessibility and depth helps players of all skill levels enjoy it. Buying this title at full price gets you the full suite: campaign, multiplayer, co-op, and post-launch support, which means plenty of content for your money if you enjoy competitive shooters.
We are the sons of the boss! I see it! The fear!
Metal Gear Solid Delta. Metal Gear Solid Delta remasters or reimagines a classic storyline with modern visuals, tighter controls, and expanded cutscenes that add depth to the series' trademark drama. Stealth mechanics receive contemporary quality-of-life improvements while preserving tactical options and the series' storytelling quirks. Audio and cinematics are upgraded so emotional beats land better than before. Additional missions and polished AI increase replayability, and the package is treated as a premium experience rather than a cheap cash grab. Paying full price gets fans a respectful modernization that invites new players without dropping the franchise's identity.
The technology I need should be in the database somewhere. Oh, come on. We don't have forever.
The Alters. The Alters offers a clever twist on identity and choice with mechanics that let you switch perspectives or timelines, and those choices actually shape gameplay. The narrative explores consequences in an engaging way, while combat and traversal systems stay fun without becoming repetitive. Visuals are crisp, and audio cues help you read subtle threats or opportunities. Extra modes and optional challenges expand the playtime, and the careful pacing makes the story readable and compelling. Buying this game at full price feels fair because the experience is cohesive, well-polished, and designed to reward both curiosity and strategic thinking. Clare Obscure Expedition 33. Clare Obscure is an atmospheric exploration game with stunning environments and a soundtrack that builds tension and wonder. The story unfolds through environmental clues and character encounters, and each expedition reveals new mysteries that reward attention to detail. Gameplay emphasizes thoughtful problem-solving and exploration rather than twitch reflexes, making it accessible and satisfying. Visual polish and strong sound design enhance immersion, and the addition of side content ensures you won't run out of new corners to scout. Buying this at full price gives you a crafted, contemplative experience that lingers after you stop playing, a rare kind of value.
You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 keeps the franchise's looter-shooter DNA intact while adding richer world design, cheeky writing, and dozens of weapon varieties that keep play fresh. Co-op remains the center of the experience. Gunfights are chaotic and hilarious in the best way, and the campaign includes memorable characters and set pieces. The endgame loop and seasonal events pump out extra content, and the humor helps the game never feel too serious, even during tough fights. Paying full price buys you a multiplayer playground with massive loot variety and endless replayability. It's the kind of game you turn on when you want a ridiculous good time with friends. Europa Universalis 5. Europa Universalis 5 brings grand strategy to a new level with deeper economic systems, nuanced diplomacy, and an overhauled population model that changes how empires expand. The UI improvements and automation options let you focus on the parts of governance you enjoy while the simulation remains rich. Combat, trade, and colonial mechanics interlock so strategic choices feel meaningful over centuries. The scope is massive. You can rewrite history or watch it unfold, and mod support plus post-launch expansions extend the game for years. Buying this full price offers a dense, detailed sandbox for strategy fans who want depth and longevity, making it a premium purchase for long-term play. Marvellous verdict. Alright, that's the list. 22 games that give true value for the price. Thanks for sticking through my nerdy spiel. If you liked the list, like and subscribe, and toss a comment about which game you'll buy first. Catch you in the next one. Happy gaming and spend wisely.